and gentlemen, in a word, Cher.
You think that's bad? Wait till you see this.
Where am I? Who are these two fairies? Wagon wheel with Toozy. Oh, it's a podcast? You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to Chermoir, Cher, the memoir, the podcast, part 1.
Is that the full name? I had to think myself then.
Yeah, Chermoir,
Sure.
Cher, the memoir, the podcast, part 1.
Perfect. I'm expecting more now. It gets longer and longer.
Chapter 3.
Right. There we go.
We are up to chapter 3 of Cher's memoir, which is just simply called Cher, the memoir, part 1. Part 2 is breathing down our necks at any minute. I believe it's like in about a month or two. It's like you can click on the pre-order button.
I think it's towards the end of the year. I think it's 12 months after part 1.
I thought it was soon. I thought it was like now.
Either way, by the time we get through part 1, part 2 will have landed.
Yes.
For sure.
I mean, look, we've managed to get through 2 chapters, which I think have spanned about 200 years from the number of traumas that were in them.
Yes. Oh my God.
Speaking of which, we should find out what happened last time and turn back time.
If I could turn back time.
Thank you, Cher. So what happened last chapter was Cher was born. Cher was born, as you retitled the chapter. Even after her mum tried to abort Cher and have a Chermination.
Chermination.
A Bobo Chermination.
It sounds so much more fun.
It does.
You know?
Anyway, the Chermination didn't take. She ran away and Cher was born and then went immediately to baby prison.
Yes.
Where there was some creepy wet nurse nun that she had to feed from. I don't think she was in there. I made that up. Then her mum did have an actual Chermination of her brother or sister and nearly died and was thrown in the creek.
In the river.
Also, there was some other many problematic things that I don't want to go into anymore. So they're the pertinent Cher-based things.
Yes.
Cher was born, went to baby prison,
Yeah.
had her photo taken, never seen the photo.
Yes, the photo. Don't forget the photo.
Don't forget the photo. Well, she started the book with the photo, and now we're back to the photo. I feel like we're going to find the photo at some point in the future. Maybe.
You and I will go on a
we're going to go on a photo
style
hunt. No, we're going to make it. We're going to build it. Because remember we said Cher, the baby, was going to be played by Cher, as she is now. Yeah. So we'll put her in a crib and be like, all right. Here's the photo you've been looking for all this time. She'll really appreciate
She'll
that.
look at it and be like, wow.
That
I
does
look so
exactly
different.
like me.
I can't believe how different I looked as a baby.
When I was a baby. Anyway, it's
Wow.
time.
Wow.
I'm crying. So
Oh my God.
hang on, I'm gonna dry my tears. This is a visual joke for anyone watching on YouTube.
Oh, that's sprayed a little.
Sorry. Anyway, we should get on to the bit where we find out what happened in chapter 3. It's I'm Cher. I've always been Cher. It's how we break things down.
I'm Cher, and I've always been Cher since I was this big.
Do you regret anything?
Almost everything.
All right, we're going straight in. There's no admin this week.
Oh, thank God.
So we are straight into chapter 3. A dream is a wish your heart makes.
Oh, from the movies. By the way, was all of this Stephanie J. Block, or did we get any
No.
Cher?
So in each chapter that starts with Cher, and then I'll tell you approximately when we pass to
So
Stephanie.
she starts each chapter.
Every chapter for about 3 minutes. And then she's like, anyway, bye.
I love her so much.
It's
I'm going to
wild.
listen to this now.
So, and sometimes you forget, and so you're like, why does she sound different now? Oh, it's not Cher. Was it ever Cher? You do go, was it ever Cher? And then it is.
Stephanie J. Block doing Cher?
Kind of.
Oh my God.
A little bit. Not all the way Jack McFarlane.
But is she doing it like is it acknowledged that she's doing it in the way she would do it in the musical?
kind of, I think.
Wow.
I haven't seen, I mean, we might need to fly and see the
We're
musical.
going to have to go and see the
But
musical.
there's definitely
And
some Cher.
We've got to go to
in this.
Vegas to see Mariah. We've got to go.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got a lot
Yeah.
on that we're not doing.
Yeah,
'cause
we've got to
it's
go
expensive.
down to Costco to see Jen. So
Selling the $1 hot dog.
oh no! But they don't let her actually touch them. They're like, no, you'll mess it up. Don't do it.
She's just there with her Delola trying to pour it into your
Yes.
glass.
Oh my god! Desperately, please. It's free.
Anyone who's just joined us for the Cher podcast and has not listened to anything before, doesn't matter.
No, that's fine.
These are all
get the
callbacks to
gist.
terrible things that we've
Yeah.
talked about in the past.
All right, let's get to Cher.
Cher.
After Nungate, Jackie took Cher to Twin Falls, Idaho. Nungate. She took Cher to Twin Falls, Idaho, where Grandpa Roy and Uncle Mickey were living in squalor.
Oh, not to Roy again. I've had enough of fucking Roy.
Reliable Roy, he's always around. She picked Mickey up.
There's no
and took him-
teenagers there.
Alright, well. She picked Mickey up and took him to Linda's place in LA, where she got another waitress job.
Right.
Occasionally, Linda's friends Edith and Mackie would babysit Cher.
Oh.
Or would they?
Or would they?
Turns out
Oh, man.
that Cher actually lived with Mackie,
Yeah.
but did not know. So one night, we're going to the future. Fasting forward. One night, backstage in Las Vegas, Cher was getting ready to go on when Linda brought Mackie back to see her, along with an old Bambi high chair, which must have been a bitch to get through security, like in the airport in Las Vegas. It's a high chair. So she brings it back, and Mackie tells Cher that this was hers from back when she lived with her. And Cher's like, WTF? Like, that's actually how she says it.
The WTF almost broke me in half. I was like,
my
what?
God.
Did she tweet this whole novel?
I think she did. But given that her sold out show is about to happen, now's not the time.
No.
So she went on and did the show.
I love that she's foreshadowing how many times this is going to happen in the book.
Right. I know.
Like she's like, oh, every time I did a show, some traumatic thing happened before I went on. So let me just warn you, this will happen again.
Yeah. So after the show, Cher asked Grandma Linda what this was all about. And Grandma Linda was like, oh yeah, you lived with them for ages.
What even?
So it turns out that when Cher was 2, she lived with both Mackie and Edith, as good old Jackie Jean was busy in Reno chasing some rich D.
Yeah.
After the Nun incident, Nungate,
Yeah.
Cher was placed with Mackie and Edith so that Linda and Jackie could go to Nevada to get divorces. Little joint divorces.
my God.
Don't know who Linda's divorcing at this point.
One of her many.
One of her many.
I mean, she's been getting married since she was 12. She's got
Right?
a lot of ex-husbands to get through.
So it's like this. When this all came about, I was like, "Oh my, there's more of Cher living with other people." This is a busy few years.
Well, I've got to say, like, Cher treats this as like a shocking thing that's come out of the blue. But given Linda's behaviour with her many children and various husbands over the years, I kind of like that she got dropped off with these possible lesbians.
Yes, we love the possible lesbians. And it's also like, why are you surprised that some horrific thing happened in the past? You know?
Yeah. Like
Like,
you just told us all the horrific things that happened in the past, and then you're like,
Yeah.
and to me?
Yeah. And I mean,
I thought bad things just happened to you.
I do understand the shock from the point of view that apparently Jackie losing Cher to the nuns for a minute was horrific.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
'cause she's an
and it's like,
infant.
oh my God. And Jackie, you'd imagine, well, Jackie will never let her go again,
No.
except about 10 minutes later. She's like, hey, Edith,
Also,
can you swing by?
Edith and Mackie, come grab the kid. I also love the whole this is Linda going, no, this is how it works. Like I had you when I was 12 and I know things.
I know
It's
some
like,
shit.
You don't.
Yeah, you know, you don't know much.
You've got to get your rich husband.
So this is the approximate pass to Stephanie. Somewhere around this point,
Yeah.
we changed from Cher to Stephanie. Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Sure, Stephanie. While there,
Stephanie.
while in Vegas getting a divorce, Jackie randomly won a beauty pageant that Linda was like, you should be in that, and won a little money. Because Linda's thinking, it's bonding time. I'm still your mum. I'm only 32. So I'm going to treat you like my baby. And we're gonna
I am going to John Bonet the shit out of you.
Absolutely.
With a little chapeau and everything.
Yeah, adorable. So in the audience there, Linda spotted Ernest Prim, a Texan millionaire, and decided he should marry Jackie.
Yes.
He was probably 75. which of course, because it's Texas in the 1400s, he did.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, I'll marry her.
I'll marry her. She's pretty.
Cher then tells us some really unhealthy views her mother and grandmother had, mostly about it being just as easy to marry a rich man. A lie, I've tried. And that beautiful people deserve rich husbands. A lie, I've tried.
Yeah.
And you just kind of you get the picture of like, oh, again, history's repeating. Like, even though Jackie seemed to think this was all bad, I'm going to learn the same things. Yeah. Which probably came from a feeling of like, well, I want to bond with my mother.
Yeah, I know.
My mother who's a child, so I'm going to take it all in.
Very difficult, complex issues going on here. Yeah.
So Jackie's married Ernest, and suddenly she's living the life, but Ernest didn't want Cher around, which is wild. Who would not want Cher around?
Who wouldn't?
With some prodding from Linda, Jackie was like, yeah, sure, babes, and dumped Cher like yesterday's garbage. Cher struggled, as she says, with abandonment issues for years and ponders whether this could have had something to do with it.
Do you reckon?
You think? Yeah. I reckon it might.
And like, if Linda's backstage at her concerts in Vegas, I'm like, I wouldn't have had Nana around.
Right. And she's like, yeah, we told you all the time. It was normal. It was Norse. It was normal.
It's normal. You loved that baby prison with the nuns. Yes. Remember the nun that fed you milk from her own titties?
Remember Auntie Nun?
Auntie Nun. Auntie Nun and Uncle Priest. They were your favourites.
Yeah. So we're not done with the Jean Bonnet of it all. Oh. Because Jackie went and won another pageant and was offered a scholarship.
Oh, yes.
But great decision maker that she is. She decided to wait around for Ernest to get a divorce from his wife, I guess, so that she could marry him. So it's like, should I go to this scholarship to a school? I've given up schooling before, and I vowed to get back there, and I've got an opportunity. Should I do that, or should I go with just another man?
Just another man. It's the easiest way.
Basic man. All right, I'll do that.
A basic man.
So through this whole thing, all the beauty pageants, Cher is still with Edith and Mackie. Like, this is several things to happen. This isn't a couple of days in Vegas.
I'm confused by this because, like, we're in chapter 3 now, and I'm like, I know that Cher's there, but she's not there.
No.
This is a not there Cher chapter. We
should. Yeah, Cher.
We need to have a category of not there shares. Like, you know, when it's all about Sunny, it'll be like, oh, this is a bit of a not there share chapter. I wasn't into
it. So at a gala in this time, because Jackie loves to be asked to dance.
Yes.
She was asked to dance by a young actor, Chris Alcade. Is that how you say it? And figured, fuck it, I'll date him too. So we're engaged to a rich man, and I'm also going to date Chris.
Engaged to a rich man, but I'm going to try to just be friends, in inverted commas, with this very tall man. Who's
I'm good at decisions, is what Jackie was thinking.
It does sound like she's dancing with Jack Reacher, which is...
Who's Jack Reacher?
Oh, you don't know Jack Reacher?
Reach around? I don't...
Jack Reacher around.
Is that where we're going?
No, it's a TV show on the... it's a series of books. And it's also a TV show on Prime, Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
With Alan Ritchson, who is gigantic.
Oh.
Like, he's like, the character's like 6'5", so
yeah.
I don't think the actor's quite that tall.
He's standing on.
But Jack Reacher was, when he was first in a movie, was played by Tom Cruise, who was nowhere near.
My favorite thing this week was seeing a photo shoot of Tom Cruise on a magazine cover, and he's like laying on a bed all shirtless, and he's like looking at the camera, and someone was like, why does he look like the front cover of Janet Jackson's All For You? And then they put it next to each other and it's the same pose. And she's like in a little blankie, like posing all smiley, and it's just like, that's what he's doing as well.
Yeah. That's
Oh my God.
your slip's showing there, Tom.
Yeah. So
No more naked wrestling for you.
Oh my God. At some point, Jackie took Chris to meet Cher, and he treated her well.
Yes.
So Jackie decided she'd marry him instead, which she did. As Cher puts it in the book, husband number 2.
Yeah.
She then enrolled in drama school and worked with a bunch of dead famous people.
So many famous people.
Yeah,
like,
I don't really know them, but
you
they're
know,
dead.
Rod Steiger's really good. Who else was she with? Oh my God, Michael Ansara, who's amazing.
He
But
comes in at some point, yes.
Yeah, he does. Like, but yeah, she was with a whole bunch of people. Like it was.
Oh, yeah.
There was names. They were flying around everywhere.
Yeah. But the tarp was down, as you
The
would say.
tarp was down. Like, I forgot about the tarp.
Right? So life settled in, and Cher would watch her mum rehearsing at night, and naturally she could pick up entire songs word for word, sometimes without even having heard them.
Oh,
She's
amazing.
She was that amazing.
Oh,
And one of the
incredible.
actors, Michael Ansara, bonded with Cher, and to absolutely no one's surprise at this point, also bonded with Jackie. Lots of bonding.
Lots of bonding.
Now, it turns out that Chris, the current husband,
Yes.
trying to remember this, was a jealous, violent drunk.
Oh, that's
No way, no
That's surprising for Jackie.
It is, isn't it?
It doesn't seem at all like her dad or last
No.
couple of husbands.
No, I'm very shocked by this. After Chris nearly killed Jackie, but didn't because of the power of Cher.
Oh, don't even.
Oh, I skipped over that scene. They divorced, and Grandma Linda was like, "Go back to the millionaire, babe." But he was like, "Nah, not with the kid." So I love that Grandma Linda's like, "Oh well, that didn't work. You married for love. You tried, but it didn't work. So go back to old mate Richie, Ernest Richie." For some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, Jackie never shacked up with Michael.
And Sarah.
Like it seems like she would have, but she didn't.
She did.
but
Well, he was
he
the
did
married
go on.
man.
Well, he went on to Barbara Eden.
Yeah.
So I think he did all right.
He's one of my favorite actors from the 60s. He is one of the original Klingons from Star Trek in the 60s. And they brought him back in the 90s to be an old Klingon on Deep Space Nine.
Oh, heaven.
He's great. I love him. He was like
yeah,
a
he looked
Western
familiar
actor
when I saw
frequently.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
He
You
definitely
know
looked
if you
familiar.
saw him. He's got a really like rich, mellifluous voice. Like it's really, yeah, it's glorious.
We love mellifluous.
Oh, I love a mellifluous voice.
So, in case anyone was worried that Jackie was done with men, rest assured that shortly after her second divorce, she found her next husband, actor E.J. John Southall.
Oh.
I was worried that she would have remained single for 10,
I know.
even 20 minutes.
I know. Like I was worried it might be a whole half hour.
Oh, that's impossible. I don't want
I
to
know.
think about that. How lonely that half hour would be. But no, Jackie, ever the romantic, never gave up on love, and to everyone's surprise, may have actually found it.
Oh.
They got married, and this is the first and only man Cher ever called father.
Oh.
EJ was penniless, and Jackie legitimately loved him. I can actually hear Linda having a breakdown in the back.
Linda has pulled out 3 hairs.
Yeah. Just the 1, 2, 3, my favourite ones.
And she's now trying to marry Earl.
Yeah. Why didn't she?
She's only 10 years older than her daughter.
I would like to point... Yeah, but that's... if we're going by Leonardo DiCaprio standards, that's far too old. There was a thing recently saying that Kate Winslet was just as unbelievable as Rose in Titanic. And someone was like, why? And they just screenshot that she was 26 at the time of filming. Like, unbelievable, he couldn't have done it. No, 25, see you later.
Yeah.
Where are we? I need to find it now.
Still my favourite ever entry at the Golden Globes when Tina Fey and Amy Poehler were like, please, like a supermodel's vagina, give a warm welcome to Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, oh my God, they're so good. I love that one. I would like to take this opportunity to point out that at this point, Jackie's third marriage, Cher is only 4.5. And her first marriage was right just before. So in 4.5 years, I mean, we're not slut shaming here. Like, marry as many people as you like.
But this is why we're not slut shaming, is because she knows, like, Roy the pedophile has taught her. Roy, her pedophile father, who knocked up her mum at the age of 12, has taught her not to have sex before you're married.
Yes.
So, you know, she lives a short drive from Nevada where you can get married.
Just married
instantly.
Yeah.
So it's not, it's more circumstance. Like if she lived far enough away from the one state in America where you could get married without the month waiting period and blood tests and all that, she probably would have just had sex outside of marriage and then gotten rid of them. But instead, she's had to get married to have sex.
It's a lot. It's a lot in a short time. I'm tired. My vagina's sore. You know? Like, oh God. Like, and these are some tall men.
Very tall men.
You know? Like,
I mean, Jackie might have a well that needs filling and they have the buckets to fill it.
I love that we're not slut shaming and then just immediately going on. What a slut.
I'm not.
No.
I'm like, maybe she enjoyed sex so much that she's like, I need to have the sex because this is a very attractive man. You know when you're horny and you get on the apps and then you
marry someone, absolutely.
You agree to meet someone and you're like, oh, like he's not the best, but I'll just fucking go there anyway. And then you have a little tug as you're getting ready in the shower and you finish and you're like, nah, I'm not going there.
That's enough. Bye.
She needed to have a quick flick before going to Nevada.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all she needed.
But Grandma Linda was already in the shower going, marry that man.
No, she's like, oh, are you going to Reno to marry Earl? Yeah, sure, Mum. I'm going to marry Earl. The rich guy. Oink.
Oh my God. So at this point, now she's married to E.J. John Southall.
Who's another John, basically.
Another John.
There are too many Johns.
There's a lot of Johns. So John and Jackie made some other actor friends. And
I love that she's married 3 people, 2 of them called John.
I know, it's a lot. And they did some little side hustles. Jackie even tried her hand at stunt driving at one point.
I know.
Which
Jackie
I think is heaven.
Committed.
More importantly, she was in I Love Lucy wearing a flower pot on her head.
She was amazing.
We find out that Lucy was fond of her, but apparently so was Desi.
Yeah.
Little fond. And not only Desi, but also Ozzy of Ozzy and Harriet, who laid a few problematic pashes on her.
Yes.
Like little kissy, you know. It's like,
well,
we're not even married, Ozzy.
It was his show. He needed to teach the actor who was meant to be kissing her how to kiss her properly. Yeah. And he just had to show him several times. He was incompetent. I get it. I understand.
He's like, I'm going to show you on Jackie, and then I'll show you as well. So we'll all kiss, and then hopefully you'll get it. And by get it, I mean the job. Get off the couch. So when money was tight, they'd move in with Ma and Pa, John's parents.
Meemaw.
Yeah. I keep saying it's I think it's Mama or Mamor.
Mama.
But I am referring to it gets more southern as I write it. So more
do you
and
add
more,
a couple of syllables?
I kind of do, yeah.
Meemaw.
They were John's parents who adored Cher.
That's right. He's Texan, isn't he, this John?
Yes.
Big, tall John.
So when work was better, they'd live in different places around Hollywood. Mm-hmm. When her parents would go out at night, 5-year-old Cher would throw tantrums that even she thought were over the top, even mid-breakdown. She's like, I think this is a bit much. I'll keep going, but I might be overreacting.
She has a little chat to herself about
it. I know. Around this time, Cher decided that she was... Okay, so I forgot about this part. Cher decided that she was an angel sent to cure polio and rid those poor children of those ugly leg braces.
God, she's so fucking ableist in this chapter. It's so funny.
She was so convinced that this was her calling that when a vaccine was invented, Cher was mega pissed. But then she thought she saw Jesus in a curtain, and now that was her thing. Like, oh, I'm really upset about this. Oh, is that Jesus? Bored and saddled with a million babysitters, Cher decided to invent some friends, Sam and Pete, two big lumberjacks who lived under the lemon tree. They'd have tea parties and talk about everything.
I know, if they're lumberjacks who are under the lemon tree, and having tea parties, I'm glad she's already getting to know her future fan base.
The gays. Yeah. The gays. Pete, Sam and Pete. Jackie was not a fan of the Sam and the Pete, but Meemaw was like, Baze, it's fine. She's just a child. Like, just only child. It's fine.
And you keep abandoning her, you dumb slut.
In case...
That was the 50s talk. I don't think she's a slut.
No.
I think she's a free woman who wants to get married to have sex frequently.
Meemaw,
however, thought she was a dumb slut.
Yes, yeah. Now, in case you thought all of that was mental, Cher's other dream...
We've got to stop calling things mental and
know,
insane.
sorry.
It's mental health shaming.
You're so right.
We're
I'm
being
shaming
ableist
myself.
ourselves. Oh, yeah,
Well,
we're both unwell.
Yeah, oh, God, yeah.
You weren't here for the... Poor audience weren't here for the hour-long chat we had in between the last two podcasts.
We had therapy with each other.
We had Zoom therapy.
So that's all happening. Cher's trying to cure polio, and she's seeing Jesus in curtains. And her other dream was to become Dumbo.
Yeah.
The elephant.
I know
if you were wondering.
when I was young, I wanted to be Cher and Shirley Bassey. But at least they were human.
Yeah. Well, that's what Jackie says to Cher. So she was taken to Grauman's Chinese Theatre to see the movie Dumbo.
I have been
and was
there.
besotted.
It's amazing.
Is amazing. She was besotted with the Dumbo in the ears.
Oh, well, it was a musical. I saw a musical there as well. I saw Company with Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, because I thought it was more of a live theatre, but apparently it also shows movies.
No. It is only a movie theatre. I saw a filmed version of Company with Neil Patrick Harris. And we were clapping after every song. I was like, woo. I made Will come and he hates musicals. Like, woo, this is great. And he goes, I feel weird clapping, but everyone else is clapping and the songs are finishing and you clap at the end of the song, so whatever. And then at the end of the movie, one of the dancers who was like best friends with Christina Hendricks' character in this production got up and took a bow and we're like, oh my God, she was here. Or the clapping went somewhere. That's cool.
Thank goodness. Yeah. I actually have only seen something like this once, and you'll appreciate it because it was Billy Piper in Yerma. Which I went and saw at not the classic. It's the one in South Yarra.
Oh, yes. One. Is that I know the one you mean.
Whatever it's called.
The Como.
And,
the Como-over.
And that, speaking of trauma, watch that.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite traumatic. So when Jackie said, Dumbo is a cartoon elephant, Cher was like, fine, I'll be Cinderella. Even better, she gets a solo.
Yeah.
Because they went and saw that movie as well. So I'll be Cinderella. It's fine, Mum.
A wish is a what is it? A dream is a wish my heart makes. Is that the
yes?
Song? That's the chapter is named after.
Yes. Then we get a bunch of stories about nothing, like Cher drinking beer and people playing canasta.
Yep.
That sound way more exciting than they actually are. Like if I hear, oh, this chapter's about Cher drinking beer, I'm like, ooh, it wasn't very exciting. Her mum was pretty and wore dresses.
Yep.
I said, really? I have no idea why she's talking about all of this. But anyway, guess what? Cher's dad is John. He's a drinker too.
Oh no! Imagine my surprise.
Yay.
Is he also, let me guess, unable to control his temper when drunk?
Something tells me that might be coming.
Okay, good.
Let's find out. Surprise twist, yes. Cher and her mum go to the beach and sing songs, and everything was great except when it wasn't.
Yeah.
Work was so random that during hard times they'd move into crummy apartments outside of Hollywood, and then when work was plentiful they'd be back, so back and forth. Sometimes they'd go to Texas where John had a job lined up, I guess.
Yeah.
Cher was enrolled in school, Cher was enrolled in school and G stayed at home with Jackie. You would be right to ask, who the fuck is G? Because I'm pretty sure they haven't been mentioned yet.
Oh, wow.
So hold on to that one. Because she just says it. And I'm like, I know who it is because I've read ahead.
Yes.
But the rest of us don't. Yeah. Then they move to Burleson, Texas, which is important as it's where Kelly Clarkson grew up. So it's a very special place. Her room there was a little alcove off of the kitchen where she was protected from mosquitoes by Annette, whoever she is.
Oh my God,
Annette.
you did not just do Annette.
I did Annette. But Annette couldn't do shit about the rattlesnakes, unfortunately.
No.
She had no power there. Jackie wanted Cher to have long hair, but would routinely threaten to cut it off.
Mm-hmm.
I really want you to have long hair, but if you keep pissing me off, I'm going to cut your hair. And then I'll be upset because your hair's not long.
Yeah.
Like, all right. There really is no segue to any of this. Not in my posh synopsis and definitely not in the book. All this stuff is just said.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jackie hadn't divorced anyone for a while, so she decided to leave Texas and head back to Hollywood with Cher and some random guy who we may or may not learn more about later. We don't. We don't know who he is.
He's just Rando McRando.
He's just there. Flash forward a few decades.
Him. That's how we did it.
I know.
Find out his name.
That's he couldn't. Yeah. Flash forward a few decades, and Cher goes back to Belston. There, she runs into an old man who asks if she is Sherilyn Southall. Mm-hmm. She could not place him, but was convinced that he'd never even heard of a singer named Cher. He had just remembered her and her long hair that was threatened to be cut off from all those years ago.
Yep.
So that's a nice little moment to end the chapter on.
Yeah.
Is Cher showing up, probably wearing the same outfit she did when she was a baby.
Yes.
And, which was a full leather, tight pants and a jacket, long curls. And someone's like, is that Sherilyn Southall? Just like, sure is.
Don't you know who I am?
Like, I don't know you, but I understand you know who I am.
Hang on, I'll do this. Oh.
But no, he had no idea. He just remembered her.
He just remembered Sherilyn. This is the story that I think someone we know was hoping would happen when she went back to visit her old house. And
I used to live here.
I used to live here. Who are you?
I did. What's your name? Jennifer.
Jennifer who? Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, Who's that?
Who's that?
Me. I used to live here. Keep walking. And scene. It was beautiful. We need to watch whatever that was from. I think it was from Halftime.
Oh, yeah, we need to watch that. That was a lot.
We are going to dip back into Mariah's world and the regular verse as things come up. So,
but I'm too much enjoying Cher world at the moment.
Oh, Chermoir is giving us all life.
Is delightful.
So should we get...
Although traumatic.
Traumatic.
All right, so let's head on out of I'm Cher, I've Always Been Cher.
Yes.
And get our professional opinion about what happened in this chapter.
It's my professional opinion.
Thanks, Cher.
Look,
all right.
I am glad that we've calmed down a bit with the child abuse.
Yes.
That's
always nice.
It's just garden variety child neglect and abandonment.
Yes.
It's, that's all we're getting now. But except the problem is it's happening to Cher.
Yeah.
By her mum.
Yes.
Who was neglected and abandoned and abused.
By her mum, who was 12.
Who was 12, yep. There is some distressing intimate partner violence that I found very difficult to deal with.
I did kind of just skate over some of that.
That was a lot to read. As a child who lived in that house, it's horrific. I loved the snapshot of what Hollywood was like for people who hadn't made it.
Yes.
Who were struggling to get by. I found that really powerful, and just like a really beautiful image of, we just see the successful people. We don't see the people struggling day to day, having to move house to house to, because they get one bit part here and then there. Yeah,
it's a lot of moving.
It's a lot of moving. Like I can't move. I don't like boxes. And Texas seemed very sweet, but again, too quick. You kind of picked up on that in your posh synopsis. It was too bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Fact, 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 fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she can get fact with all those facts.
Yeah. Fuck off. I essentially agree. I said the first half was quite strong. You know, I felt like, okay, cool, we're getting story, we're getting this. But it just started to lose me in the second half.
Yeah.
Where it was random, disjointed moments, a lot of them that weren't needed. Like, I understand a little bit of touching on the Dumbo Cinderella thing because that's what led you to want to be on,
Yeah.
you know, out there. But so was the Elvis story. So maybe just pick one.
Yeah.
You know, for the sake of the story, just pick one of those. Maybe add the... Oh, and also, you know, I love Dumbo and Cinderella. You know, add a little to it. But we were getting kind of whole paragraphs and sentences about stuff that didn't really matter. So I was a little split on it. What score did you give?
Look, I was going to mark it down, but we had more Cher and we were getting,
Okay.
you know, Cher origin stories.
Yeah.
You know, the inception.
Inception.
Origin. The inception of Cher. I don't know why I'm into inception.
I like it. Oh, yeah.
I've lost my mind.
I want to watch that movie and Cher plays everyone.
Oh, she is. So it just, it was way too quick, but I'm glad there's more Cher. So the more Cher bumped it up a bit for me.
Interesting.
So I was marking it down and I ended up at a 7, which is the same I gave to the last two
Yeah, okay.
chapters.
So I committed a little more to marking down.
Oh.
Because while, as you said, certain things were a bit too quick, it also went forever.
Oh,
This
yeah.
chapter. The
It's
second half
twice
was
as
rough,
long as the first two.
literally, and a lot of it didn't need. I didn't feel it all needed to be. I think a lot of it could have been edited out. So I have dropped it. I'm sorry, to a 6.
Oh, that's a big drop. You're on
It's
8.
a bit of a drop, but you know, it's just editing issues.
Yeah, I
You
think
know, and
so.
the reason I went so low was I was like, really, the first half was really strong, so that got 5 points, and the second half got 1 point. Like I was like, I can't give it more if I've really started to struggle halfway through the chapter.
Also, like, you know, it's a hectic chapter. We've got Bambi, we've got Dumbo, we've got Cinderella.
Yeah.
It's names. We're dropping names all over the place. Like Tarp is down.
Top is down. Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah. Rod Steiger.
Yep.
Michael Ansara.
So I think it's time to maybe turn back time and see what we would do differently.
Yes, let's get a remix on the Turn Back Time.
And I get turned back down.
All right, hit me. What are we changing?
I would like to sit more in the feels.
Yes.
I would like to drill down into some of these moments and what they meant instead of like it feels like a bunch of dot points. Like it feels like we're on a whiteboard. It's like mention that, and that.
Yes.
That's the chapter.
And it makes sense because at the age she's at, she wouldn't remember a lot of feelings.
No.
Like she could tell us how she feels now about them. That could have helped.
Do you know what? I'm enjoying the book so far, but I am really missing the delicate structuring and the literary devices that we got from a natural songwriter like Mariah Carey and a gifted storyteller like Michaela Angela Davis. Like they were...
You struggled to say everyone.
I meant to say Michaela Angela Davis. But, you know, they brought that memoir kind of, you know, a very literary quality. It had like... You know, chapters would fold in on themselves. Things would be paralleled. Like, you know, we would get like there would be composite characters. It'd be like, yeah, this person was like 6 people, but
Sure.
you know,
Cher.
but yeah, I again, every sentence feels like a Lifetime movie.
It does.
Like. This is, I want to see Lacey Chabert, Melissa Joan Hart in a bidding war with Lori Loughlin over the rights to the 300 plots in this one chapter.
I'd be nervous to be in a bidding war with Lori Loughlin just quietly.
Yeah, just quietly. Yeah,
I don't know what means shit.
she will send someone after you.
Yeah. If Felicity Huffman shows up at your house, run. Yeah, for me, my little turn back time, I said that I would remove all the random shitty stories towards the end of the chapter.
Oh, yeah.
And, I don't know, mention that you had a sister so that we know who G is.
G's coming.
It's just so... Because, like, sometimes you might lay something down that
Yeah.
you'll pick up later.
Yeah.
So maybe saying something along the lines of, like, my sister who came along, you know, I'll tell you more about her. Blah, 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 blah. But it was just like, oh, yeah, G was at home, as if we fucking know.
No, I know.
And we don't fucking know.
Yeah,
Maybe,
again...
you know, the hardcore fans would. But...
And I also wonder whether the editor is spending enough time with her going, hey, how about we pull this apart? Also, it's Cher. She's probably saying, no!
Yeah. And again, like you said, these are all just coming through as tweets.
Yes,
So
it does
just
read
stapling together.
Yes. She's just, maybe she the reason she's dictating the audiobook, like she does the first 3 sentences and then she just reels off a bunch of things that happen and go, just pad it out. Get Stephanie to pad it out.
Yeah, she'll come up with something. And a rename. What have you come up with for this chapter?
Look, I don't know if this is because I saw Titanic the other day, but it's the Celine Dion song, which isn't in the musical.
Okay.
I Want You to Need Me.
Oh.
Because I just felt like here is Cher calling out to her mum, I want you to prioritize me above these violent, drunken men or rich men or men.
Man. Or no.
Like, it just felt like I feel like she's dealt with it and she's writing about it in a really blank way in that there's no emotion attached. But it feels like, can you pay attention to your daughter for 5 minutes?
Yeah. Oh, stop listening to bloody G. Marlinda.
Oh,
Loose bloody Linda. And,
your mother, who is 10 years
still.
older than you. Yeah.
It's a lot. Oh my God. Well, because to go back, that part of what Cher said was like, you know, or not. Like when she said she was 12 and gave birth at 13, or maybe 12 and 11. Like it wasn't really clear.
Yeah.
Because everything was told orally. It wasn't written down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. My rename, it's really more of a headline. Short and sharp. Cher cures polio. That is the headline I need and want in my life. Can you imagine?
Imagine if she was
Like,
that angel and that was the reason. Like Dolly cured COVID.
Yes, exactly. Cher cures polio.
Yes. Amazing.
And it also makes me think of like, you know, Cher is this fun little, you know, like Madeline. Like a little girl who does things.
Yes,
it's like, you know,
gets
this
shit
week
done.
Cher cures polio.
Yeah.
Cher does this.
I'm seeing her as Penny from Inspector Gadget.
Sure. Inspector Cher Gadget. Yes.
Inspector
Cher Gadget.
Inspector Gadget.
Please, I'd rather you not inspect my Gadge Cher. But that's what I heard. All right, speaking of unhinged things, shall we get some Cherisms?
Yes, let's have a look at the tits on your back.
If I want to put my tits on my back, it's nobody's business but my own.
All right, I don't want to, in case you've picked some of these, I won't give you the honourable mentions till after. So I'll just give you my Cherism.
Yeah.
And then you'll give yours, and then I'll give that, just in case.
They're probably going to be the same again, I suspect.
Probably. So mine is, I was so obsessed with the idea that I was an angel sent to cure the disease that when Jonas Salk invented a vaccine, I was so pissed off. Oh my God, Cher. I was so pissed off. She's different than Mariah in her delivery of things, but she just has this really unique way of twisting it. Like it's like so dramatic.
Yes.
I'm like, wow. All right, Cher. And what about you?
I was very close.
Okay.
I was the next sentence down. I missed my chance to become Saint Cher.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an
Was that one of your
mention.
honourable mentions?
Yeah, it was. I should have said something, but I didn't, so I missed my chance to become Saint Cher.
Because
The other one,
when she saw Jesus in the curtain.
I know. Oh my God, missed my chance. Oh well.
I could have told people. I would have been Saint Cher.
I think she might still become Saint Cher.
To be honest, she'll be Shit.
Beyonce? Like Beyonce?
Cher.
Saint Cher.
Saint Cher.
Saint
Saint
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
With the other one was with hindsight. I'm not really sure there was one referencing a flamenco dancer. I might have made her up. I was pretty loosely acquainted with reality.
Oh my God, the flamenco dancer. Loosely acquainted with reality was on my list.
Yeah, it's
for
good.
a very long time. But I just fell in love with Saint Cher.
Yeah.
Because I thought maybe, she had sucked too much milk from the breastfeeding nun. It wasn't even
Auntie
really in
Nun.
the book. I don't
Auntie
know
Nun.
why Auntie Nun.
Auntie Nun and Uncle Priest.
She's persisting.
Oh my God.
This podcast is not okay.
It's not okay. And with that, should we get to some fluff and crap?
Yeah.
Fluff and crap.
I don't really have anything to add.
No, I've got nothing. My fluff and crap is basically next week. Chermoir returns, and we are going into possibly one of the gayest moments ever put into print.
Okay, I can't remember any of it.
It is seriously like, I know Cher has a huge gay following, but she next week will cement herself as the gayest icon that ever lived.
I really don't remember. This is interesting.
You will.
I'm always ahead, but
you will know when it happens.
Okay. Shall we run away then?
All right.
It'll make next week come even quicker.
All right. Bye, lovelies.
Bye. Oh. Where am I? Who are these two fairies? Wagon wheel with Tuesday. Oh, it's a podcast? You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Glitter Plus.